Hello everyone, this is 설찬 영어. Today is our 729th day of studying English. We can learn the rules of English composition from 독약영문법 and we can build a strong foundation of English composition from 청개구리 영단어 3300 and we can concentrate on the training of making correct English sentences from 도전영작왕 수능 영단어 9900, a series of 3 books, also known as 가위바위보. After completing all these 5 English study books, we can focus on the training of speaking English fluently and naturally. Today is the 10th day we are in this intensive speaking training in the form of 100 questions and answers. Now, let's get started. Today's question is 당신이 살아온 삶에서 하루를 다시 체험할 기회가 주어진다면 어떤 날이 되겠습니까? 자, 이렇게 질문을 뽑아봤습니다. 자, 이런 질문을 받았을 때 자신의 상황에 맞게끔 말하고 싶은 내용을 영작을 해가지고 그걸 암기해서 최대한 입에서 유창하게 자연스럽게 나올 수 있을 때까지 말하기 집중 훈련을 하는 겁니다. 자, 오늘 질문 당신이 살아온 삶에서 하루를 다시 체험할 기회가 주어진다면 어떤 날이 되겠습니까? If you were given a chance to relive a day from your life, which day would it be? 자, 이렇게 해볼 수가 있을 거예요. 자, if you are given a chance to relive a day from your life, which day would it be? 자, 이렇게 질문을 뽑았어요. If you are given a chance to relive a day from your life, which day would it be? 자, 이랬을 때 이렇게 한번 영작을 해봤습니다. 글쎄요, 살다 보면 그날 참 행복했지 하는 특별한 날들이 있지요. 그 중에 저는 3시간 20분대의 기록으로 42.195km 풀코스 마라톤 완주를 했던 날을 다시 체험해보고 싶군요. 자, 이렇게 해봤습니다. Well, I have some special days in my life when I felt so happy. I want to relive one of my special days when I crossed the finish line of 42.195 km full course marathon race in 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. 자, 이렇게 해봤어요. 글쎄요, where I have some special days when I felt so happy. 다시 채우고 싶다. I want to relive one of my special days when I 완주를 했어요. crossed, C-R-O-S-S-E-D, crossed the finish line of 42.195 km full course marathon race 3시간 in 3 hours and 20분 20 minutes or so. Where I have some special days when I felt so happy. I want to relive one of my special days when I crossed the finish line of 42.195 km full course marathon race in 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. 자, 그리고 이어서 또 이렇게 한번 얘기를 해봤습니다. 그날 내가 드디어 해냈구나 하는 뿌듯함을 느꼈죠. 자부심과 자신감으로 충만했던 그날의 기쁨을 잊을 수 없네요. 그때가 30대 중반쯤 되었겠네요. 자, 이렇게 얘기를 해봤습니다. On that day, I felt like I finally made it. I can't forget that special day when my heart overflowed with joy, confidence, and pride. I was in my mid-30s then, I guess. 자, 이렇게 해볼 수가 있을 거예요. 그날, on that day, I felt like I finally made it. I can't forget that special day when my heart overflowed with joy, 자신감, confidence, 그리고 자부심, and pride. 그때가 30대 중반쯤 되었겠네요. I was in my mid-30s then, I guess. On that day, I felt like I finally made it. I can't forget the special day when my heart overflowed with joy, confidence, and pride. I was in my mid-30s then, I guess. 자, 그리고 또 이렇게 말을 만들어 봤습니다. 사실 20살 때 친구가 20km 단축 마라톤에 참가할 건데 같이 뛰어보자고 권유해서 참가했지요. 이렇게요. In fact, when I was 20, a friend of mine said he was going to participate in a 20km half marathon, and he suggested to me that I should take part in that marathon together with him. So I said yes. 자, 이렇게 볼 수가 있겠죠. 사실, in fact, 20살 때 when I was 20, 내 친구가 a friend of mine, F-R-E-N, a friend of mine, 얘가 말을 했어요. said, 뭐라고 말했냐면 that he was going to take part in a 20km short marathon. half marathon 하자. half marathon. M-A-R-A-T-H-O-N. half marathon. And he suggested, S-U-G-G-E-S-T-E-D, to me that I should participate, P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A, participate in that marathon race, M-A-R-A-T-H-O-N, race, together with him. So, I said, yes. In fact, when I was 20, a friend of mine said he was going to take part in a 20km half marathon, and he suggested to me that I should participate in that marathon race together with him. So I said yes. 자, 그리고 또 이어서 이렇게 얘기를 한번 해봤습니다. 그렇게 먼 거리를 뛰어본 적이 없었고 연습도 안 했는데 깡만 믿고 참가했죠. I had never run that long distance before, and I had not prepared for that marathon. But I agreed to his suggestion, counting on my tenaciousness. 자, 이렇게 해볼 수가 있을 거예요. 자, I had never run that long distance before, and I had never prepared for that race, for that marathon. But I agreed to his suggestion, S-U-G-G-S-T, suggestion, counting on my tenaciousness, T-E-N-A-C-I-O-U-S-N-E-S-S, tenaciousness, 깡 정도로 해볼 수가 있을 거예요. 집요함, 끈질김 이런 뜻이죠. tenaciousness. I had never run that long distance before, and I had never prepared for that marathon. But I agreed to his suggestion, counting on my tenaciousness. 자, 그리고 또 이렇게 한번 해봤습니다. 처음부터 너무 빨리 달리는 바람에 무릎에 무리가 왔어요. 그래서 10km쯤 달렸을 때 포기하고 싶은 마음이 간절했어요. 하지만 포기하지 않았어요. I ran fast from the beginning, so I felt much stress in my knees. 자, 다시. Because I ran fast from the beginning, I felt much stress in my knees. So, when I ran about 10 kilometers, I was eager to give up the race, but I didn't. 자, 이렇게 볼 수가 있을까요? 자, because I ran fast from the beginning. I felt much stress in my knees. So when I ran about 10 kilometers, I was eager to give up the race, but I didn't. Because I ran fast from the beginning, I felt much stress in my knees. So, when I ran about 10 kilometers, I was eager to give up the race, but I didn't. 자, 그리고 덧붙여서 자, 이렇게 한번 얘기를 해봤습니다. 이를 악물고 무릎 고통을 참아가며 달리고 또 달렸어요. 그러나 나중에는 무릎 통증이 너무 심해서 달릴 수가 없었어요. 자, 이렇게요. With clenched teeth, I ran and ran, enduring the pain in one of my knees. But later, my knee was too painful to keep running. 자, 이렇게 해볼 수가 있을 겁니다. 자, with the clenched teeth, I ran and ran, enduring. 참아가면서 enduring the pain in my knees. knee, K-N-E, knees. But later, my knee was too painful to keep running. With clenched teeth, I ran and ran, enduring the pain in my knees. But later, my knee was too painful to keep running. 자, 그리고 또 이렇게. 하지만 나는 기어서라도 완주해야 한다. 나 자신에게 질 수 없다. 포기하지 마라. 쪽팔리지 않느냐 라고 하면서 포기하지 않고 절뚝거리며 기다시피 걸었어요. But without giving it up, I walked with a limp at a snail's pace, saying to myself, you must cross the finish line even if you have to crawl. I hate becoming a loser myself. Never give it up. Do not disgrace yourself. 이렇게요. But without giving it up, I walked with a limp, 절뚝거림, at a snail, 달팽이의 속도로, snail's pace, 기다시피, saying to myself, 말하네요. 기어서라도 완주해야 된다. You must, I로 갈까? I must cross the finish line. CROS, cross the finish line, FINISH line, finish line, even if I have to cross. 포기하지 말아라. Never give it up. 쪽팔리지 않느냐. Do not disgrace yourself. 자, 요렇게. But without giving it up, I walked with limp at a snail's pace, saying to myself, I must cross the finish line, even if I have to crawl. Never give it up. Do not disgrace yourself. 자, 그리고 또 요렇게 또 얘기를 해봤습니다. 그리고 마침내 2시간 30분 제한 시간을 넘기지 않고 완주를 했어요. 그 후유증으로 한 달 넘게 다리에 기부스를 하고 있어야 했죠. And I finally crossed the finish line within the 2.5 hour time limit. Due to the aftermath, I had to have my leg cast for more than a month. 자, 이렇게 볼 수가 있겠죠. And I finally crossed the finish line. Within the 2.5 hour time limit. Time limit. 그 후유증으로 due to the aftermath. I had to have my leg cast for more than a month. And I finally crossed the finish line within the 2.5 hour time limit. Due to the aftermath, I had to have my leg cast for more than a month. 자, 그리고 이렇게 해서 이야기를 마쳤습니다. 그래서 이번에 42.19km 풀코스 마라톤에는 충분히 연습하고 참여했죠. 이렇게 부상 없이 전략적으로 성공을 했기 때문에 성취감과 더불어 더 없는 기쁨의 하루가 되었지요. 자, 이렇게 해봤습니다. So, this time, I had practiced running long enough before I participated in that 42.195km full course marathon race. 이렇게 부상 없이 전략적으로 성공을 했기 때문에 성취감과 더불어 덧없는 기쁨의 하루가 되었지요. This strategic success without injury added bliss to my achievement today. 자, 이렇게 해봤습니다. So, this time I had practiced practiced running long enough before I participated in that 42.195km full course marathon race. This strategic success success without injury added bliss to my achievement today. achievement today. 자, 이렇게 해봤습니다. So this time I had practiced running long enough before I participated in that 42.195 km full course marathon race. This strategic success without injury added bliss to my achievement today. 자, 이렇게 해서 질문에 대한 답을 한번 해봤네요. 자, 이게 백문백답 10회고요. 자, 이번에는 저번 시간에 했던 9회, 8회, 7회, 6회까지 총 5개의 질문에 대한 답을 최대한 기억을 더듬어서 쭉 이어서 한번 얘기를 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 눈을 감고 기억을 최대한 더듬어서 말을 해보도록 할게요. Question 10. If you are given a chance to relive a day from your life, which day would it be? Well, I have some special days in my life when I felt so happy. I want to relive one of my special days when I crossed the finish line of 42.195 km full course marathon race in 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. On that day, I felt like I finally made it. I can't forget this special day when my heart overflowed with joy, confidence, and pride. I was in my mid-30s then, I guess. In fact, when I was 20, a friend of mine said he was going to take part in a 20-kilometer half marathon, and he suggested to me that I should participate in that marathon together with him. So, I said yes. I had never run a long distance before, and I had never prepared for that marathon, but I agreed to his suggestion, counting on my tenaciousness. Because I ran fast from the beginning, I felt much stress in my legs. So, when I ran about 10 kilometers, I was eager to give up the race, but I didn't. With clenched teeth, I ran and ran, enduring the pain in my legs, in my knees. But later, my knee was too painful to keep running. But without giving it up, I walked with a limp at a snail's pace, saying to myself, I must cross the finish line even if I have to crawl. I hate becoming a loser myself. Never give it up. Do not disgrace yourself. And I finally crossed the finish line within the 2.5 hour time limit. Due to the aftermath, I had to have my leg cast for more than a month. So this time, I had practiced running long enough before I participated in that 42.195 km full course marathon race. This strategic success without injury added bliss to my achievement today. Question 9. If you were granted 3 wishes, what would they be and why? I have numerous sorts of wishes, and I earnestly wish that my wishes came true. But wishes are just wishes. How meaningful is this, really? But I'll tell you only 3 wishes I really want to come true. My first wish would be to have exuberant imagination. I'd like to write using my full imagination. I'd like to write awesome novels. With all the imagination I can muster, I want to write utopian novels, didactic novels, SF novels, detective novels, etc. If my novels can make people have heartfelt smile, move them to tears, give them courage and energy to keep going, I'll be really happy. And my second wish would be that my 94-year-old mother could maintain just the status quo of health and live at least up to 100 years old. I want to buy some time to be a good son. I've yet to do something she might like and be happy with. And last, my third wish. My third wish would be that no one who has a strong will to live would lose their health. I would wish to have the ability to cure any disease. What the frick? The sudden breast cancer to a young mother who is supposed to live a happy second life with a marriage. I'd like to give a present of complete recovery to my niece and my best friend, including all the other cancer patients who have a strong will to live. These are 3 wishes I have. Question 8. Would you say you are more of an extrovert or an introvert? Take some time and put some deep thought into this question. It is said that there is no one who is 100% extroverted or 100% introverted. I'll be no exception. I tend to be self-observed, and I give full play to my abilities at a place that is quiet and away from other people. In this regard, I might be introverted. On the other hand, I tend to make quick decisions, and I am used to taking risks. In this regard, I might be extroverted. I prefer listening to people to talking to people. I prefer reading books alone to going to parties, and I prefer walking alone to walking together with others. Judging from these traits, I must be introverted. I have an episode. When I was young, my first love sent me a copy of the Bible and a hymn book by post and begged me to go to church. So I reluctantly went to church for the first time in my life. But the noisy atmosphere of the church made me uncomfortable, and that was the last time I went to church. On the contrary, I felt comfortable and relaxed when I looked around quiet temples in the mountains while hiking there alone. It's not about religion, and in recent years, many people have found it hard to stay at home under the restriction of activities due to the COVID-19. But this activity restriction never negatively affected my life during the pandemic period. And I went so far as to wish things kept going on like this. Judging from all these facts, I am so much more of an introvert. Question 7. Do you have any pet peeves? Well, I have several things in life that I find annoying and frustrating. One of those is people who smoke while they are walking down the street. I have quite unusual hatred of people walking and smoking in the street, even though I am a smoker myself. Those who smoke in the streets where smoking is prohibited by local ordinances and make people around them raise an eyebrow are real eyesores. Yes, but I don't request those smokenicks that they should not smoke in the street. I hate my interference leading to an argument and fighting in the end. As I grow older, I tend to avoid argument with other people. Do not even associate with such lowlifes. No matter what you say, they cannot be changed. Another pet peeve I have about is cutting in line. Those who cut in line, ignoring the order of arrival, I hate. They must be shameless. How could they behave like that? Do they think of those standing in line as stupid? Guess who the real jerk is? I think those cut in line repeatedly without realizing they are being criticized are real jerks. I don't give them rap over the knuckles for cutting in line in front of me. They will be unfavorably impressed by all those waiting in line behind. Such selfish line cutters may seem to be profiting at the moment, but I believe their behavior is boomerang on them. They do not know that they will be turned away from others when they need real help. And lastly, I've had enough of those politicians who are always telling lies. I can't wait for the polling days. Question 6. Suppose you won the lotto lottery. What would you then do with the money? Well, how much is the lottery prize money? 1 billion? 5 billion? Or 10 billion? Let's say my share of the winnings is 5 billion won. If this should happen, it will be truly a blessing. But I don't put much weight on this kind of bonanza because this is not achievement I earned through my own effort. And I think this kind of bonanza should be shared again with as many people as possible. Doing this will make me much happier. In this sense, I'll get only 1% of the prize money. I'll consider it as a godsend for my working hard all my life. What is 1% of 5 billion won? 50 billion won. Wow, it's still a good sum of money. I don't have any plans for the 15 billion won to be used right now. I'll tell you how I will spend it next time when I have another chance. 10% of the 99% remainder will be given to my family members, and some of the 89% remainder will be donated to those in need, and some of it will be lent without interest anonymously if possible to the people, especially self-employed workers who are honest and hardworking and financially strapped, but not qualified for bank loans anymore. I bet these types of people do not want money for nothing, because they think highly of the rewards for their own efforts and hard work. I'll make this kind of interest-free loan system beneficial for the honest and hardworking self-employed workers, continue to spread happiness throughout our society. Just thinking about it makes me happy, ha ha ha. Now, this is all for today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you think this video is helpful for you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you again in the next video. Bye.